According to NBA reporter Mark Stein, Philly has already received multiple offers from playoff-bound teams for Guerschon Yabusele. Also, Eric Gordon is receiving some trade interest since he's been shooting the three ball better as of late. So Adam Aaronson, Sixers Adam from Twitter, wrote an article for Philly Voice. Link will be in the description. He featured opinions from a cap expert, Yoshi Goslin. According to him, here's what the all-in offer would look like for Guerschon Yabusele when he enters free agency. 2-year, $11.6 million contract where he makes over $5.5 million per season. That would be the taxpayers' MLE. Obviously, the fear for Sixers fans is they believe that's not enough, and other teams will use other cap exceptions to offer him more money. Goslin stated, though, but just the nature of how free agency has been, there's been very few elite players available and very few competitive teams with cap space in the past few years, that it's really hurt the market. We saw a lot of pretty decent role players get squeezed. You never know. Every year there's a lot of guys you're surprised did not get paid more. It wouldn't shock me if Yabu just ends up getting around the minimum again. Also, in that same article, he came to the conclusion that the most likely outcome in a trade, including Guerschon, would be a second-round pick in return. And if lucky, multiple second-rounders. Because take a look at the wording of the original tweet. Playoff-bound teams are interested in him. Usually in those types of deals, the sellers get back picks as the sweetener. Just take a look at last year's Buddy Hield trade. The players the Sixers gave up was Furkan Korkmaz and Marcus Morris. Most playoff teams are going to be offering bad players with seconds for Guerschon. Personally, if those are the offers, I'm good. I'll take my chances on losing him in free agency and just hoping that he'll take a hometown discount since the Sixers were the team to give him a second chance. Maybe he just has crazy loyalty for us for that reason. I don't know, maybe. Now, if I was Daryl Morey, I would be trying to get Guerschon for a first-round pick. Most likely, if that's the case, you're going to get back a bad player, and the pick is going to be heavily protected. So basically, shoot for a late first-round pick. Or you can just look for a good young player with potential. What young player do I have my eyes on? Jarrett Walker. He's once again fallen out of the rotation for the Pacers. He's only played 14.1 minutes per game, but he's 6'8", small forward or power forward that has two-way potential, freakish athleticism, and still very young. Plus, he's on a very team-friendly contract. He's my favorite option, but it seems far-fetched, not gonna lie, and he might have to add draft compensation to get it done. I have two other low-key options that are the same archetype, that are less exciting and more of a risk. I wouldn't mind Josh Minott from the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's 22 years old, 6'8". He's been stuck in the G League over there, but he has shown some potential, averaging 20 points 2 straight years in the G League, and he projects as a two-way forward. You'll definitely be able to get draft compensation back as well, probably multiple second-rounders, considering he hasn't proven anything at the NBA level. Next up, you got Ousmane Dieng. He's on OKC, and he has been stuck behind all that talent. And the enticing thing about him, he's 6'9", but he has some guard skills to his game. He actually won the G League Finals MVP last season. He averaged 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, along with 2 steals/blocks per game in 37 games in the G League. It seems like if he does reach his potential, which is a big if, he can be a do-it-all type of player. So yeah, basically the dream scenario for me if you were to trade Guerschon is a first-round pick, or you get Jarrett Walker, or those two young players with potential and you get multiple second-round picks. But I also really don't subscribe to the belief that the Sixers need to trade him because he's going to walk in free agency. If you're just going to get one measly second-round pick, I think they should just take their chance in free agency and hope that his market isn't as high as it should be. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Guerschon situation. Definitely let me know your thoughts below in the comment section and give me some trade scenarios if you have them as well.